welcome back to my channel. So Ingrid over at Ingrid Chronicles is doing like a funny homeschool moms question type thing. And when I was down in Georgia with my family, I actually filmed my answers with my mom. And so instead of posting the same exact video to both of our channels, I decided to actually ask three of my siblings a couple, like 10 questions, and kind of do like an interview that way with them. So this is kind of our own little take type thing. But if you're interested in my 10 questions from the quiz with Ingrid over at Ingrid Chronicles, I'll link her channel down below as well as the playlist down below. But head over to my mom's channel for the 10 questions that Ingrid has for homeschooling moms, and then this is just kind of like a 10 questions I'm asking three of my younger siblings. So hopefully that'll make sense. But link is up in an iCard and also in the description box below. So go watch part 1 or part 2, whichever. If you're going from my channel to my mom's, go check that out. And if you're coming from my mom's channel to my channel, welcome. I know, my kitty. She's been very clingy since we got home. Don't climb up that.
Timothy Anderson. Andrews.
How many years younger than me are you?
73.
Okay. You're what? 20, you're 23?
4,
You're 23?
2 years.
Are you 23? Mm-hmm. You're 3 years. 2.5 years. Anyway.
I better be getting some money for this.
Sure. What was something I did as a little kid that was super embarrassing?
The one time at CUV's, I had the pinball machine, but it was gumballs, and I won 2 balls, and I was going to put one in my mouth, and he snatched it right out from my hands, and then we were like fighting in front of everyone at CUV's, and we were like probably 8 and 9.
I don't remember that.
Like that. I was really mad at you.
What did I want to be when I grew up?
I don't really used to like a lot of things. I don't really know. I don't know if you had one thing.
I don't think I did. It's only 10 questions, so it's not that many. What was something that completely changed about me as I got older?
You dye your hair like every 3 seconds.
That's what Ben said. He's like, your hair? What are my weaknesses?
Dyeing your hair every 3 seconds. Hair dye is your weaknesses.
What is our go-to activity when we are reunited?
Usually eating something. Probably.
What was one?
That's like the only thing me and you ever done together when you come down is go out to get something to eat.
That is true. It's like tradition. We go out to eat before we leave. What is one embarrassing obsession that I had as a child?
There's a lot.
Oh gosh.
I'm trying to think. I think of a good one. You would like fall in love with dudes in 2 seconds. They just look at you.
We're getting married. Yeah, that. Am I competitive, or am I the type of person who's always supporting others?
A little bit of both, depending on who.
When we were growing up, was I an introvert or an extrovert?
At the house, you're extroverted, but anywhere else, you're very introverted. And you make Abigail go introduce you to people. And you'd ask me all the dudes' names I'm hanging out with.
What about now?
I think I'm more extroverted now, for sure.
What is one thing you are most proud of me for?
Probably how Lily took good care of the kids.
Oh, thank you. That's all.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. What's your name?
My name's Abby. I am 6 years younger than Samantha. I'm the closest sister. Closest sister who's younger than her. What does that mean?
The next sister.
Yeah, the
in
next
line.
sister in line, because she's right. She's older than me. Then we have another older sister. I'm actually the middle sister, I think.
Ish. There's 6 sisters, so
yeah.
there's not really middle.
Yeah, so no one's left out.
Okay. What did I do as a little kid that was super embarrassing?
Oh, you forced me. You forced me to go talk to people so you wouldn't have to, and you like threw me under the bus half the time so you wouldn't have to.
So I wouldn't have to talk to people?
Yes, you wouldn't have to talk to people, and I think because of that, like that's why I'm so outgoing, because you made me do that.
I forced you to be.
You would literally get mad at me if I wouldn't go talk to people.
I wouldn't get... Okay, I would get mad.
You'd get upset.
What did I want to be when I grew up?
You always wanted to be a ballerina, and you wanted to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl named Madeline and Pepito.
I did. I remember that. What is something about me that changed completely as I got older? You can be like 100% honest. You won't hurt my feelings.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. I think something that changed about you when you got older is your attitude towards like not really authority, but like people that were in charge. You know.
Not really authority, but authority.
Yeah. You weren't so like scared to admit, scared to tell you have a voice. You got a little bit more open. You know, somebody told you to do something, you'd be like, oh, okay, and you'd go do it. And now you're like, why do I have to do that? I don't want to do that.
What do you think one of my weaknesses is?
Maybe you have a bad image of, like, your socialness. Like, you think you're very bad at talking to other people, but really it's just you holding yourself back. So I think if you need to work on that a little bit.
What is our go-to activity when we are reunited with each other?
Gossiping. Griping at each other. And going through each other's things and stealing stuff.
Hey, we asked, kind of. Hey, I'm taking this. Is that okay?
The thing you're wearing is mine. I can't remember.
Actually, these are all my clothes.
Those are really cute.
Thank you. You might be able to have them.
The bleached your shoes.
I know. Anyway. What was one embarrassing obsession of my childhood?
Okay. Well, I told you that one of those embarrassing things. Let's see, what's another one? An embarrassing obsession. You always had to be in charge. If there's anybody younger than you, you had to be in charge. That was like your thing. You had to be the one calling the shots, and you wouldn't let anybody else be in charge.
That's true. That's true. Am I competitive, or am I the type of person who's always supporting others?
It really depends. You do support other people, but I think you're also competitive because, Mom's really competitive and you inherited a lot of her traits. So I think you're kind of competitive when it depends. If there's a prize, you're competitive. But if you've lost already, then you turn around and support the other people behind you.
Growing up, was I an introvert or an extrovert?
Oh, you were extroverted. I'm just kidding. You were like so inside your little shell that it was hard for anybody who wasn't related to you to talk to you.
What about now? Am I an introvert or an extrovert?
I'd say you're like in between. You can be. I notice that you talk to people like when you're out, but you wouldn't just go up to somebody and talk to them.
That's true.
So you're kind of both. I think it's called an ambivert or something, where it's like you're introverted and you're extroverted. I'm not sure.
I didn't never know that was a thing, but I'll have to. It probably
three of them,
is.
actually. It's not just 2 of them, but it's 3.
What are you most proud of me for?
Your family is so cute. The way you're raising your kids, and you're not worrying about like what other people think of you when you're raising your kids. I think that's really nice. That's what I'm proud of.
Thank you.
Oh
Through my phone.
Oh my gosh.
All right, what's your name?
I'm Spin.
How many years younger than me are you?
7.
Yeah, I think that's what we said. Okay, I know because you were a lot younger than me, so you might not know the answers to these questions, but we'll see what you have to say. What was something I did as a little kid, or when you were a little kid, what was something like I did to you that was super embarrassing?
That you did to me?
Or that I did that embarrassed you? You might be too young. Do you know what I wanted to be when I grew up?
You wanted to be older?
What was something that completely changed about me as I got older?
Your hair color?
What are my weaknesses? Or something that you, like, what do you think one of my weaknesses are?
I don't know.
What is our go-to activity when we are reunited with each other?
Dancing?
That is true. We do that. Am I competitive or the type of person who is always supporting others?
Kind of both.
That's what Abby said. When we were growing up, was I an introvert or an extrovert?
Extrovert.
An extrovert means you like to talk to people and you're really outgoing. You thought I was outgoing when I grew up. What about now? I'm still an extrovert? You're the only one who sees me as one. What are you most proud of me for?
Everything.
Pick one thing.
Raising some nice kids.
Oh, thank you.